Hey, Master Gardeners, come on over and take a look into my garden. It's my vegetable garden that I've been converting over to just some certain homegrown fruits. So I've got raspberries in here, blackberries and strawberries that I've converted to. But these blackberries have been in for almost, I'm going on to about 4 years. And look at the size of these blackberries. It's been an amazing blackberry year this year. Not only in my garden, but also in the hedgerows along the roadside, the edges of the woodlands. So the question was, like, why are blackberries so big this year? Why are they prolific everywhere? And the reason is good pollination. So what makes for good pollination? You know, the blackberry is a great plant for home gardeners. If you have kids at home, this is a super one to plant along your house or in your, just on the edge of your property, because you don't need multiple plants to cross-pollinate. They're self-fertile. So you can just put in one plant because they can fertilize themselves. But the pollination is enhanced by bees that come in and pollinate. And because this year we had some dry weather during the pollination season, the bees were able to fly. There wasn't a lot of rain. There wasn't cloudy weather. So the bees were able to enhance the pollination of our blackberry, their native blackberries, as well as the ones in my garden. So therefore we got big, plump, juicy berries. I've been picking them. I'm even wearing them here today. But I got big, chubby berries. Did you know that the blackberry is really not a true berry? A grape is a true berry. And of all things, a banana is a true berry. But the blackberry is really a flower that has many ovaries, up to 100 to 125 ovaries in one flower. And therefore, all of those little ovaries have to be pollinated. Actually, they need about 75% of them pollinated to get a big old chubby blackberry like this. We call each one of those ovaries, come on over and take a look, we call them druplets. I got a little picture here somewhere. See, they're called druplets. See the diagram? These individual things are called druplets. And when we talk about diseases or disorders of blackberries, there are things that can happen to these individual druplets that create problems. For instance, the humidity can go up and down, and it can cause the little druplets to get discolored. Like if the humidity goes up and down, you can get a disorder called white druplets. And then over here, where's my little buddy? Oh, here he is. Let's see if he'll come out and pose. Hey, little guy. Look, can you see him over there? Is he showing up for the video? Here's one of our stink bugs. So he will suck the juice out of some of my little druplets, and he'll cause problems and cause those druplets to have brown. I don't know if this camera can really zoom in on that, but it'll actually cause those little druplets to turn brown in color. But when they're perfect, oh, they're round and juicy, like that one right there, perfect for eating. But there's other problems that I'm even having in my garden, because some of mine are having a problem from a pest called spotted wing Drosophila. And I wish I could show you spotted wing Drosophila today. We'll go look for it. It's another one of the disorders that occurs. It's a flying fruit fly. It's a disorder that came to the United States. It's an invasive species that came here, and it occurred in around 2012, and now it's prevalent in all kinds of different berries. I have blackberries over here on the side, and because I have blackberries as well as strawberries, these fruit flies occur in all these different crops, and they spread around and they get on all my berries. And what makes them unique is as soon as these fruits start showing color of any kind, the fruit fly can penetrate even into a red berry. She has an ovipositor that is saw-like, and she can enter in even to a reddish colored berry and lay her eggs. And what occurs inside of a berry when it's still reddish in color, she lays her egg, and inside there can be a larva that develops, and it makes the fruit get mushy inside. And mostly when people are making preserves and things, you'll find when you're boiling the water, the larva will float to the surface. It's totally harmless. Even if the larvae are inside, you can still eat the fruit. It's not of a health concern. Even in your jellies and jams, you can consume your fruits. So it's not of a concern, but people do get kind of freaked out. You know, the truth is that fly larvae, which are called maggots, they actually are thought to be, you know, the future of protein solution for those, solve the world's protein problems. So it really is harmless. But when you're making jams and jellies and things out of your berries, you can just boil it and skim the surface off, skim the impurities. You can skim any kind of little larva that might occur off the surface. But otherwise, these are all good for eating. So there you go, master gardeners. Now, what am I going to be doing? It's the time of the year I need to be pruning these blackberries. These things are about 5, 6, actually they're about 8 feet tall. I'm going to bring my pruners in and take them down to about 40 inches because I want these to branch out right now to produce for next year. All these branches that are laying over my, I dug my potatoes yesterday. So I'm going to be cutting all those back and get them back into control to get nice side branches. Look in here and see if I can find. There's a little insect right there. Can you see that little? There's a fruit fly on the side of that one. Oh, she flew away. Oh, let's find another one. There's one down there, spotted wing. Let's see if you can see it. See the fruit fly on there? Let me try to center it. See the little red-eyed fruit fly right there? Oop, she flew away. Okay, but hopefully you got a view. They're laying eggs on my fruit. You got to pick your blackberries early before that insect lays egg because she will put larvae in your fruit and you will not want to eat it when the little larvae are crawling out. And this is an invasive insect, and what it can do is lay eggs. Some of these fruits I should have picked long ago. There's another one on the side of that one. What they can do is lay an egg in a fresh fruit that has no damage on it. That's what makes her different than our native fruit flies, because they have an ovipositor that can inject her eggs into a fresh, undamaged fruit. Can you see her up on the rim there? She's not flying away. Good job. Yeah, see her? See that little red head? Yeah, good view. She wanted to be on the video. Yeah. So there you go, Master Gardeners. It's August in Maryland, and that's what you should be doing with your blackberries, and I'm enjoying them, larvae and all.